Have you all done the assignment of last lab? Okay, I am sharing my mail ID here. So send your assignment on this mail ID. I think there were two questions. No? So there are two questions in assignment number 1. So send it. My mail ID in the chat box. So this is my mail ID, and so in last lab our practical was tensile testing of mild steel on UTM. Okay, so do you have the list of practicals with you? So is there any like CR in your group to whom I can share the that list of practicals and all the data which I show here? So is there anyone CR in your group?
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm Shravya. I'm the department representative.
What?
I'm the department representative. You can share it with me.
Okay. So please give your email ID.
Yes, ma'am.
So you just share it with everyone in your group. Yes. Okay. So can we do one thing that instead of sending your assignments individually to me, can you combine it and send it to me? Like you collect it from everyone and then send it in a single file, because different students will mail at different times, so it will be difficult for me to, if I miss anyone's mail, so it will be difficult for me to see each and every mail of the 60 students.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make a Google form, collect it, and I'll send it to you.
So in Google form, मतलब Google form में कैसे होगा ना?
We can upload the file in the Google.
Okay, so you will make one combined file, na zip file type you will make, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so we can do that and making full classroom. गूगल क्लासरूम कैसे रहता है हमको पता नहीं एक्चुअली. इसने लिखा है ये ऋषिकेश.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is this Google Classroom?
Ma'am, it's an application in which you can assign the task and we can upload the file there itself.
Okay, I will try it once. So for next assignment I can see it, but for now, for the last assignment, you submit it in a zip file. You collect for everyone and your CR will send it to me. I have already shared my mail ID here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so last time हो गया था तुम्हारा first practical. Now second is tensile testing of aluminium. So have you make that graph for aluminium? Aluminium का ही बोला था ना I think मैंने.
Ma'am, you said for any four material. You did not mention aluminum.
I have not mentioned the name of material.
No.
Okay, so last time we have done for mild steel. So I'm sharing my screen, so we will just see a short video for this aluminium and the stress strain curve for aluminium. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So aluminium testing is actually same as that mild steel only. Only the difference is in the stress strain graph that we get after this testing. So this is the initial test sample which we take for the testing, and here the testing starts. We increase the load, and you can see the sample is extending. After a certain period of time, after here you can see the necking. Necking takes place, and after necking, after some period of time, the sample breaks. So what happens here is when the elongation is taking place, you can see that the sample is not breaking exactly at the center. So sample can break at any position. It can break either at the top part or the bottom portion or at the midsection. And the reason for it is the imperfection in the uh, object. Okay, so in this sample, during its casting process, where if there is some imperfection at some location, we can say here, or we can say here at the mid side of this sample. So it will act as a crack in the sample, and that crack will expand in the radial direction as the elongation takes place. After some period of time, when it expands thoroughly through the radius of the sample, then the fracture takes place. Okay, so here we can see that it is near the above portion of the sample. Okay, so it is not fixed that it will always break from this part only. It depends on the location of imperfection inside the tensile sample. For same material, if you test the different samples repeatedly on the tensile UTM machine, then you can see the failure of the sample at different places. Okay, so this is one thing, and yeah, here you can see that it is the before and after images of the sample. After some elongation, there is a reduction in its cross-sectional area, and it breaks down at the position of the imperfection. So we can say that there is some void inside the sample here. So that void act as a crack, and that crack expanded radially. And you can see here that it is a type of cup and cone fracture. In this, it means that the crack have expanded in such a way that the sample broke at an angle of 45 degree. So from here, from the center, the crack expanded at a 45 degree. So here it have created a cup type of structure, and here it have created a cone type of structure. So this is called a cup and cone type of failure, and this is mainly seen in the this ductile materials. So aluminium is also ductile material, so we can see here that here also cup and cone type of failure have taken place, and this is the stress strain curve of the aluminium. It is slightly different than the mild steel, which we have seen in the last class. Okay, तो समझ में आया ना ये? Have you all understood it? Okay. कोई डाउट है इसमें? टेस्टिंग तो सेम ही है लास्ट टाइम जैसे माइल्ड स्टील में थी, बस जो ग्राफ है वो डिफरेंट है. now I will share the stress strain graph. So is it visible? So this first graph shows the stress strain curve for the mild steel, while this graph shows the stress strain curve for aluminium. So in mild steel, we can see that there is a clear yield point we can see here, as we have discussed in earlier class. So there is a clear yield point, while in aluminium, in case of aluminium, we have not seen any clear yield point. The graph starts from the origin. As we increase the load, there is some increase in the length of the bar, and after some limit of proportionality, here we can see a limit of proportionality up to this point. Stress is directly proportional to strain, and after this there is an increase in stress, and after the maximum point we can see just the rupture. So here we are not able to clearly see the yield point of the aluminium. So to define the yield point, a phenomena is used in which the 2% of the strain value, that is 0.002 strain value, is used, and at this strain value a line parallel to the proportional line, this is like we can say this is point O and this is point A. Okay, so a line parallel to line OA is made from 0.002 strain value, and wherever it cut the graph, the stress strain graph, that point can be defined as the yield point of the material. Okay, so this is a method to define the yield point in case of aluminium. ठीक है, यही है एल्यूमिनियम का स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन कर्व. ठीक है ना, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम है? ये सब तो आई थिंक तुम लोग ने पढ़ा होगा ना स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल्स में. In your strength of materials, you might have studied all these graphs, na? For brittle material also, for different types of materials. पढ़ा है कि नहीं? Okay. तो अभी फिर क्या रह गया? असाइनमेंट रह गया है. असाइनमेंट कब तक सबमिट करने वाले हैं? Can you submit by today evening, all of you? Or you need more time? अभी रेडी है असाइनमेंट सबका? Have you all already written it? If you have written it, so share it by today evening, or you may share by tomorrow evening. Okay, उससे लेट मत करना अभी, फिर कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा. वो असाइनमेंट 1 है तो अभी कर ही देना, कल तक कर देना. क्या?
Yes.
और क्या है? फिर नेक्स्ट तुम्हारा है फटीग टेस्टिंग ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड स्पेसिमेन ऑन सर्वो हाइड्रोलिक यूनिवर्सल टेस्टिंग. तो ये तो थर्ड है, तो दिस we will take in the next lab. अभी का असाइनमेंट कुछ नहीं है, बस वही वाला भेजते हैं ना. ठीक है, अटेंडेंस ले लेते. किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है ना इसमें? बाकी वीडियो मैं अभी शेयर कर दूंगी मेल आईडी पे. क्या नाम है इसका? नाम क्या था? SCR का तुम्हारी?
मैम श्राव्या।
Shravya, okay. I will share to Shravya all the video of the last lab also and this lab also and the graphs we have seen. Okay. So you can go through it once again. Attendance ले लेते हैं अभी. Roll number 1.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
Sai Pranav. Roll
Present,
number 2.
ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Roll number 3.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
4.
Present, ma'am.
5.
Present, ma'am.
6.
Present, ma'am.
7.
Present, ma'am.
9.
Present, ma'am.
10.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
11.
Present, ma'am.
13.
Present, ma'am.
14.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
15.
Present, ma'am.
16.
Present, ma'am.
17.
Present, ma'am.
18.
Present, ma'am.
19. 19 Aditya. Roll number 19. Then 20.
Present, ma'am.
22.
Present, ma'am.
23.
Present, ma'am.
24.
Present, ma'am.
25.
Present, ma'am.
26.
Present, ma'am.
27.
Present, ma'am.
27 28.
Present, ma'am.
29. 30.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
31.
Present.
32.
Present, ma'am.
33. 33 Yashwant. 34.
Present, ma'am.
किसने बोला 34 ने कि 33 ने?
34.
35.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
37.
Present, ma'am.
36
present. 37 present, ma'am.
हाँ 37 प्रेजेंट. ओके 36 भी है क्या? 35 लिखा है इसमें, इसका सीधा 37. 36 कौन है?
मैम मैं सिद्धेश।
तुम लास्ट क्लास में नहीं थे क्या? लास्ट क्लास में तो थे ही नहीं.
यस
Last
मैम,
में
लास्ट
नहीं था?
क्लास में नहीं था।
ठीक है. तो आईडी क्या है तुम्हारा?
24966।
24966. और रोल नंबर है BT19 ना?
यस मैम।
MEC 038 है ना?
036।
अच्छा 36 है. ठीक है. 036. तुम्हारा ऐसा करो, नाम, मोबाइल नंबर एंड ईमेल आईडी यहाँ पे चैट बॉक्स में लिख दो, तो आई विल एंटर इन दिस एक्सेल शीट.
यस मैम।
ठीक है. 36 है. कहाँ तक हो गया था अभी? 38 हो गया था. 38.
38 प्रेजेंट मैम।
39.
Present, ma'am.
40.
Present, ma'am.
41.
प्रेजेंट मैम।
42. 42 यश. 43.
43 present, ma'am.
44,
Present.
44,
Present.
44 है कि नहीं? किसी का माइक अगर वर्क नहीं कर रहा है तो चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हो।
Present, ma'am. Present 44.
44 प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है। 46,
Present, ma'am.
47,
Present, ma'am.
48,
Present, ma'am.
49,
Present, ma'am.
50,
Present, ma'am.
51, 51 काजल कुमारी, 52,
Present, ma'am.
53,
Present, ma'am.
54,
Present, ma'am.
56,
Present, ma'am.
57,
Present, ma'am.
58,
Present, ma'am.
59,
Present, ma'am.
60, 60 कृष्णा अग्रवाल,
Present, ma'am. Present.
रोल नंबर 81,
Present, ma'am.
110,
Present, ma'am.
132,
Present, ma'am.
138, ईश्वर 138, ये रेगुलर नहीं है क्या? लास्ट टाइम भी एब्सेंट था ईश्वर। 154,
Present, ma'am.
025, BT 17 MEC 025, रोहित
Yes, ma'am.
एंड
1725.
043 कार्तिक।
Present, ma'am.
ये क्या है? BT रोल नंबर 4219 प्रेजेंट है और 127। एक मिनट, 127 तो इसमें है ही नहीं लिस्ट में। कौन है 127? अतुल, माइक ऑन करो तुम्हारा।
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो लास्ट क्लास में थे तुम?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
नहीं थे। तो 127 क्या है? स्टूडेंट आईडी क्या है?
22987.
2987। रोल नंबर क्या है? BT18 MEC है ये ना? BT18 MEC और क्या आगे?
127.
127, ठीक है। तुम्हारा भी नाम, फोन नंबर और ईमेल आईडी चैट बॉक्स में डाल दो, तो मैं लिस्ट में एंटर कर लूंगी। ठीक है ना? ओके, सो यू मे लीव द मीटिंग नाउ।